The oil lamp casts a warm glow within the humble home, where shadows dance across the stone walls. Mary sits near the hearth, her hands moving with practiced grace as she folds cloth. Jesus lies peacefully on a straw bed, his small hands clutching a wooden lamb. In the humble room, Jesus sits expectantly, his small figure illuminated by the soft glow of an oil lamp. Joseph smiles warmly, ready to share a tale. "Papa, tell me a story."
Joseph begins, his voice gentle and comforting. "All right, little one, how about the story of David and Goliath?"
Jesus sits up in bed, eyes wide with excitement.
Will it be about the giant and the shepherd boy?
Mary smiles warmly. In the dimly lit room, Joseph's voice fills the space as he begins to narrate the story.
Joseph recounts, "Young David, the youngest of many brothers, cared for his father's sheep. Young David watches over his flock under the vast, starlit sky. His small harp sings softly, his fingers dancing lightly over the strings. His gentle and faithful eyes reflect the starlight, filled with peace."
In the gentle embrace of lamplight, Joseph begins to speak, his voice echoing with the weight of ages. Joseph continues, explaining how David visited his soldier brothers and encountered the giant Goliath.
Goliath's roar echoes across the valley of Elah, a titan clad in gleaming armor. The Israelite soldiers tremble, their eyes reflecting pure terror. Goliath strides into the valley of Elah, a towering figure of menace. His booming voice shatters the stillness, echoing across the battlefield.
"Send your best man to fight me. If I win, you will serve me."
Jesus listens intently, clutching his wooden lamb tighter.
Was even the king afraid?
In the dimly lit room, shadows dance ominously as Joseph nods, his face etched with worry.
Joseph speaks softly, his words laced with awe and a hint of fear. Even the king was afraid, but David stepped forward to fight Goliath. David stands before the king, his simple sling a symbol of his resolve. His pouch of stones hints at the battle to come.
His voice rings with unwavering belief. "The Lord will save me from the giant."
David stands before his brothers, his small frame radiating an unexpected strength.
"I may be small, but the Lord who saved me from the lion and the bear will save me from the giant too."
David steps onto the battlefield, utterly alone. Goliath looms, his shadow a dark omen, across the battlefield. His eyes narrow with contempt as he surveys David, a sneer playing on his lips.
Goliath bellows with scorn. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?"
David prepares his sling, readying for battle. He twirls the sling, building momentum for the throw. The stone is released, flying towards its target. The stone hurtles through the air. It finds its mark, striking Goliath's forehead with brutal force. Goliath crashes to the ground.
Jesus gasps, a look of pure delight spreading across his face.
Jesus exclaims, "The little boy won."
Soft candlelight dances across the room as Joseph sits beside Jesus' bed, his weathered hands clasped in earnest prayer.
Joseph's voice fills the quiet room. David won because God was with him. Bravery isn't about being the biggest, but trusting in God.
In a humble room, a solitary candle casts flickering shadows as Jesus sits on his bed. Mary approaches with a gentle smile.
Mary speaks softly. It's time to sleep.
In the quiet of the night, a single candle casts dancing shadows as young Jesus kneels in prayer.
His voice, soft yet filled with hope, echoes in the stillness. Can I be brave like David someday?
In the quiet of the night, Joseph's tender kiss graces Jesus' forehead, a silent promise of love and protection.
Joseph whispers, "You already are brave when you help others, speak kindly, and choose love over fear."
The room is quiet, shadows playing gently as Jesus sits alone, lost in thought.
In the stillness, Jesus whispers, I will always try to be like David.
Joseph's voice fills the room with a promise. "I promise to always be there to help you."
The lamp flickers, shadows dance across the room as Mary gently dims the light, filling the space with a soft, warm glow. Joseph watches Jesus sleep peacefully, a small wooden lamb clutched tightly in his tiny hand. Joseph reflects that the Lord looks at the heart